You can support your local non-league club or buy a mystery box by checking out the nonleaguefootballshop.co.uk, and upon checkout make sure you use the promo code RDFTactics10 for a 10% discount. Hello and welcome back to the RDF YouTube channel. My name is RDF, and in today's video we are going to be focusing on the Daniel Farke's 4-2-3-1 at Norwich City. We have the Football Manager 2021 tactic along with the results, but we are going to start off with the tactical analyst. So without the further hold up, let's get started. Daniel Farke has done a fantastic job at Norwich City and deserves a lot of credit for the team's recent success. So far in the 2020-21 season, we've seen some fantastic attacking display that we saw a couple seasons ago, which saw Norwich City promoted to the big time. At the time of writing this, Daniel Farke's team currently sit on top of the championship and are favourites to seal the title, being 10 points ahead of Watford, who are in second place. Norwich have won 25 out of their 37 league games so far, winning their last 9 league games. They boast the joint best defence in the league, conceding just 26 goals, but it's their attacking display that catches people's eyes. They are currently top of the XG charts in the championship and have scored 55 goals, the second best behind Blackburn Rovers, but we are going to focus on their style of play. This season, Norwich have shaped up in Daniel Farke's trusted 4-2-3-1 formation, and his team selection has also been fairly consistent. Max Aarons and Oliver Skipp have started all 37 league games this season, while skipper Grant Hanley has started 33 out of the 37. Pukki has featured in 33 league games and Buendia has started 30. Just like the formation, these players have remained consistent throughout the season. Daniel Farke likes his teams to be on the front foot with very energetic and determined attackers. This allows his team to pressure the opponents constantly. Teemu Pukki is a workhorse up top and willing to close down defenders, also chase any misplaced through balls. The attacking trio often behind are Tom Codwell, Mario Vranic and the very skillful Emi Buendia. Pukki, being the main scoring threat, has contributed to 40% of Norwich City's goals this season, scoring 22, and Buendia has been the creative spark, assisting 12 goals so far, which is the most in the league, and chipping in with 10 goals. Norwich aren't afraid to shoot, and 38% of their shots have come from outside the box. In fact, Norwich taking shots inside the 6-yard box is a rare sight, with only 6% of their shots coming from that area. Farke's side are also based on possession and are the league's top passers, completing 495 short passes per game. They also boast the best pass completion percent, 82.6%, and have the best average possession, which is 59%. And one interesting thing about Farke is that he dislikes horizontal passes. He once told The Athletic, "We have several principles, and one is that I don't like horizontal passes in the game. Square passes are actually not allowed because it makes no sense in moving the ball forward, and they are unbelievably difficult to save if you lose the ball." For much of their attacking threat, they remain solid, and Farke's well-oiled system so far has provided that perfect balance. The two central midfielders are key as they often hold their position in the middle of the pitch, carrying out various tasks. The wing-backs love to get forward and offer width, so then the central midfielders must be aware and offer protection in case possession is lost, and the opponents look for a counter. Oliver Skipp is the side's ball winner in midfield, currently making 2 tackles and 1.1 interceptions per 90 minutes. The wide men like to press the ball as well, which helps Norwich be on the front foot. They don't allow the opponents to play from the back, and the wide men mark tight up the pitch. Buendia and Giannoulis are the side's best tacklers, both completing over 2 tackles per 90. Another benefit of the high pressing is forcing long balls because Norwich can recover the ball then easily. Grant Hanley is a monster in the air, winning 4.8 aerial duels per 90. 29% of Norwich attacks this season have happened centrally, and only 2 other league teams have a higher percentage, which are Wycombe and Brentford. Todd Cantwell and Emi Buendia often tuck in central areas, aiding the central play, leaving only the 2 wingbacks offering the width. And it's the 2, Cantwell and Buendia, who provide the team with creativity. Cantwell and Buendia are the side's top dribblers, completing 1.6 dribbles per game, but it's Buendia, no doubt, who is the star player. He's earned himself 11 Man of the Match awards this season, playing 3.4 key passes per 90, providing 12 assists, so it's no surprise he has the best points per match in the league, earning 2.43 points per match. To conclude, Norwich City are an excellent possession-based side with, truthfully, players such as Buendia too good for the league. They are generally a patient side but can inject devastating pace on the break, which can be seen especially in away games. Norwich like to control games and be on the front foot, but Farke has expressed the importance of finding balance between attack and defence, something that they have done very well this season. If or when Norwich get promoted this season, can they survive the drop this time from the Premier League? We shall see. But that wraps up my tactical analysis of Daniel Farke. We are now going to go into Football Manager, look at the tactic, look at the results, and hopefully you guys can try it out. So let's head over to Football Manager. And here we are, RDS 4231, Daniel Farke's Football Manager tactic. So we're going to start off with the player roles, the instructions, the team instructions. We're then going to look at some of the results before we close out this video. So in goal, we do have the sweeper keeper on the defend duty. He has no instructions. The left wing back is the wing back on support. He's going to sit narrower, he's going to close down more and tackle harder. The reason why he's going to sit narrower is because Max Aarons is the more offensive fullback, and the left wing back, he does like to get further forward, but he also has some caution to his play, which is why I added sit narrower. For the right wing back, which would be Max Aarons, he's the wing back but also on support. To make him more offensive, we've added cross from the byline, cross aim into the centre, dribble more, close down more and tackle harder. In the team instructions, we also have overlap, so naturally he may have a more advanced starting position. In central defence, we have a nice balance between a ball playing defender and a central defender, but the ball playing defender is going to pass it shorter, trying to retain possession and dribble less because he may not have the ability to dribble with the ball. His defence partner is a central defender, but he's going to stay wide to try and cover Max Aarons if or when he does make that advanced movement. In central midfield, we have a ball winning midfielder on the defend duty. Now this is where Oliver Skip will be playing, but those instructions are hard coded, those is what come with the role. His midfield partner is a central midfielder on the support role. This is where McLean will be playing. He's instructed to play direct passes. We're trying to eliminate the amount of sideways or square balls. We don't want those horizontal passes because we want to be forward thinking and be making more forward passes. So out of the two central midfielders, I've used the central midfielder on the support duty, the one to be playing the more direct balls. He's also going to be taking more risk, running wide with the ball, trying to help the inside forward and overload on the left hand side, alongside Holdie's position. So when we are breaking or when we are in possession, he's going to hold his place in the midfield, and if we lose the ball and the opponent's counter attack, he's already going to be in the central midfield position, ready to cover the wing back if the wing back gets further forward. On the left side of our attack, we have the inside forward on the support duty. This will be Todd Cantwell. Now, Todd Cantwell might not exactly be an inside forward, but what he does do is take more risk, he does cut inside with the ball and dribble more. The reason why I use the inside forward is because the advanced forward by himself is not enough penetrating. So we use the inside forward on the support duty to help or support the inside forward make his penetrating runs. But the inside forward does have get further forward, close down more and tackle harder. On the right, for the Emi Buendia role, we are using the inverted winger on the attack duty. Now, he's going to be more creative than inside forward, and he's on the attack duty to try and chip in with more goals and also chip in with more assists. But he's instructed to take more risk, close down more and tackle harder. Behind the striker, we do have our advanced playmaker. He's going to be roaming around, he's going to be on the move, looking for pockets to pick up the ball and operate in the areas we really want the attacking midfielder to be operating. He's instructed to close down more and tackle hard, mainly when the opposition have the ball and building up. He's going to be the support with the advanced forward in the first line of the press. Finally, up top, we have the advanced forward, which would be the Teemu Pukki role. He has no instructions, he doesn't need any. He's already going to chase down misplaced through balls or clearances from deep. He's also going to win possession and lay off passes or crosses to his teammates. But we're now going to look at the team instructions. For the team mentality, we are on positive. For the attacking width, we are on very narrow. We're trying to aid that central play and get our attacking wingers into the central areas a bit more often. For the approach play, we are overlapping down the right hand side, and we are also going to be playing out of the defence, which is a given when you are a possession based side. For the passing directness, we are using shorter passing, so we are going to retain the possession a little, just not to the extent where it's too much and we're playing too many horizontal passes, because Daniel Farke does not like horizontal passes. But we are using the shorter passing directness basically to get the possession stats up and not to lose the ball too often. For the tempo though, we are using the default tempo. In the final third, we are going to be whipping our crosses in and we are going to be working the ball into the box. Though Daniel Farke's team hardly shoot inside the 6-yard box, it's going to be the same in Football Manager. Hardly any shots into the 6-yard box, but what work the ball into the box does do, it reduces the amount of crosses. We don't want to constantly cross with our fullbacks. In transition, when the possession has been lost, we will counter press. When the possession has been won, we won't make any counter movements or we won't hold our shape. We don't have any direct instructions on the pitch. I'm kind of expecting the players to make that decision for me. When the goalkeeper is in possession, he is going to distribute it to the centre backs. When the team's out of possession, we do have a higher line of engagement, we have a higher defence line, the defensive width is set to narrow, so we're forcing the opposition on the outside. The pressing intensity is set to more urgent and we are preventing the short goalkeeper distribution to try and force the opponents to play the long balls, and hopefully Grant Hartley or his defensive partner can sweep up the ball or win the ball in the air. But that there wraps up the Football Manager 2021 tactic, and there are no set pieces involved. But what we are now going to do is look at the results. How well did we do? So in the championship, and you probably would have guessed it, Norwich are the champions. We played 46, we won 34, we drew 9, lost 3 with a goal difference of plus 81, racking up 101 points in the league. In the English FA Cup, we got knocked out in the third round by Fulham. We lost that match away, so there is no embarrassment there. In the Carabao Cup, we got knocked out in the first round by Reading. I would have liked to progress in the Carabao Cup, but in the cup competitions I did play the B team to try and reserve some energy for the championship. So in the championship, you can see that Teemu Pukki was the top goal scorer with 32 goals, but Emi Buendia managed to score 22. So we have 2 players in the top 3 top goal scorers in the league. For the average rating, Emi Buendia wins that with 7.37. With the most assists is actually Kenny McLean with 14 assists in the league. But Emi Buendia did manage to get 7 Man of the Match awards. Tim Krul did get 26 clean sheets, 1 away from David Raya, who got the most clean sheets. But for the team stats, points per game, Norwich were getting 2.41 points per game. We scored the most goals in the league with 108 goals, 20 more than the team that came in second. For the average possession, we got 59% average possession, which is incredible for a possession-based side. For the dribbles made, we made the most dribbles, 171. That's most likely down to Emi Buendia, Max Aarons and Todd Cantwell. And we also conceded the least in the league, only conceding 27 goals. Also, when it comes to the possession stats, you might want to see this. Passes completed 18,522, which is the most in the league by a small margin. But we do have the highest expected goals for, and we also came in second with the best pass completion ratio. We also created the most clear-cut chances. Already discovered, Teemu Pukki was the top goal scorer, Emi Buendia came in third. The most assists was Kevin McLean, but Emi Buendia did come in fourth with 11, so too Max Aarons. For the most shots, Teemu Pukki came in second. Most Man of the Match awards, Emi Buendia there with 7, but Teemu Pukki came in with 6. And for the key passes, we can see how important Emi Buendia was to the side, 126 key passes in the Sky Bet Championship. But how do we score most of our goals? 74 of our goals came from place shots, 13 were powerful shots, 2 were lobs, 9 were headers, 3 were free kicks and 7 were penalties. When it comes to the assist, 41 were through balls, 41 were through balls and 27 came from crosses. 8 came from corners, 5 came from free kicks, 4 from short passes and 6 from the opposition mistakes. Now for the training, I find the training very important. When there's one match during the week, this is what we look like. So on the Monday, it's all about match tactics, possession and team bonding. On the Tuesday, we're going to be practicing defending from the front and ball retention. Wednesday is all about ball distribution and the match practice. Thursday, attacking movement, delivery and chance creation. Friday is all about teamwork before the match on the Saturday. Sunday, match review and recovery. When there's 2 matches during the week, we have chance creation on the Monday alongside attacking movement and team bonding. Tuesday is all about teamwork before the match on the Wednesday. Thursday is aimed for recovery and match review before Friday's teamwork and the match on Saturday for Sunday's recovery and match review. I find the training important, and throughout the season I did use these training schedules. But lastly, before we leave, we are going to look at the Norwich squad details. Teemu Pukki managed to score 32 goals in all competitions. Emi Buendia managed to score 22. Jordan Hugo managed to get 11. Todd Cantwell with a respectable 8. Kenny McLean with 7. And Marco Stipperman with 7 goals also. When it comes to the assist, Kenny McLean with 14 assists. Emi Buendia and Max Aarons both on 11. Marco Stiepermann with 9, Kieran Dowell on 9 as well, Todd Cantwell on 8, Teemu Pukki on 5, and Placheta on 4. But that wraps up this video, that wraps up this tactic. My name is RDF and it's been a pleasure recording this video for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you are new or you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Peace out.